Okay, so we've got so far, and now I want to put in the satin line that goes around in here and the satin line that goes around the paisley. And I cheat. Well, it's not a cheat. It's using everything that's available to me. And I'll leave that on 2. I'm going to use a width of 2 for my satin stitch line. I'm not worried about the density and I'm not worried about the pull because this is going to be deleted out. And let me show you. And I'm not worried about the jumps either. I take this back into normal and magnify the screen. Pick up my node because that gives me back my tool. And press my numeral 3 key. Okay, come on, numeral 3, thank you. I didn't press my keyboard hard enough. And just start banging in some nodes. Now, this is purely a guide because I'm not very good at judging widths. And if I tell you, when I took my first driving test, which incidentally I passed at 17, and I had to redo when I was in my mid-40s because I stopped driving in my early 30s. The chap who was doing the test said to me, "Right, Miss Hanson, what would you estimate is the distance between you and the vehicle in front?" And I didn't answer. "Did you hear me, Miss Hanson?" Well, I had heard him, but I couldn't estimate distance. I still can't. If you tell me something is a mile, I know it's a long way. If you say it's 100 yards away, I expect it to be next door. Which, of course, it isn't. Okay, now I really need to sort these out a teeny bit. That's the one thing I do miss dreadfully in embird is I can't lay my curved nodes as I'm digitizing. But it's only a small little drawback, and it's idleness on my part. I think that looks about even. Okay, so I'm going to tell that generate stitches. There we go, and I've got a 2mm wide band now going around the inside of that shape. There it is. It's got an awful finish up here, but that doesn't bother me because I'm not going to be using it. Now I'm going to have a jump because I'm going to do it again around here. Width to sample satin, and I'm not worried about the density or the pull compensation or anything like that. And as I said previously, I'm not worried about it because it's not staying in the design. Oh, bubblegum. Delete that one. I wanted you, you curly bee. And just move that one around a little bit. And I see, if I wasn't so idle and I hadn't waited till I got to the end to try and sort this one out, I wouldn't have had to have gone in and made a pathetic attempt to tidy it up. I'll move that into about there, up to about there, This is what is known as a steel stitch. In other words, it's an equal width either side of your center line. And that's why I use this tool. So wherever you place your trace line, and this line that I'm laying now is the trace line, it will place 1 millimeter one side of it and 1 millimeter the other side of it. We hope. That looks about right there. Let's move you up a teeny bit further, and I'm going to get square ends on this. And this will be the only part of the design where I won't be using the run line tool and its options for the finished design. Even though I wanted to do the whole thing in an open field tool, the tool I will be using is also an open field tool because it's the column tool. Get in there, thank you. And get in there. Give me a smoothish shape. Yeah. Smoothish. Close enough. And in there. Until that generates. And now I just want to take that into 3D and drop the magnification 1. There we go. Click off the magnifier. And click on the screen. Now, I should be going around that with my turning angle tool. But I want to change the color. And the reason I want to change the color is I need to know what's what. Okay. Because when I go back over it with the turning angle tool, I will be using the default blue, not the green. And I'm checking to see that I've covered up all my travel lines. Yes. Okay, so I'll do a small bit now with the turning angle tool. And then I'll finish it off video, because you're going to have to complete the rest yourself. Right, we're back on normal. And you'll notice I haven't put the flowers in here. And to me, this is the perfect design now for running some kind of interest up here. Maybe beads, maybe a piece of embroidery, maybe even a separate piece of fabric altogether. So let's blow this up, because I need it at quite a high resolution to see what I'm going to do. And I go now pick up my turning angle tool. I want density of 4.5. Okay. A pull comp of 4. Okay. I want auto select underlay, cover stitches. I don't want auto shortening. I do want perpendicular stitches. Now, I actually like auto corners, but auto corners you have to have a fairly blunt tip, and it's not going to give me a blunt tip, this particular design. Right, now I know I've finished my blue line just there, the original blue line. Now I'm going to get a jump stitch no matter what I do, That's the nature of embird when you're using the turning angle tool, or the column tool as it's called in embird. So I'm going to lay my first node here. No, I'll move that node to where that little red circle is there. Okay. Now I don't normally like starting up on a point. You get an untidy finish. I make my next node up there. Now this is where it gets dodgy. I have to really magnify this to get my next node in. Pick up that and put my next node here. There we go. Then my next node out here. And my next node down here. And then I just follow along the points of my stitches I put in. And then I can curve that to follow that. I just gently curve that to follow that. Oh, come on. It's my thumb. And just gently curve that. I'll give this a bit of a curve as well. Just hoik him in a little bit. Now I notice I've come way over on top of these, and I'm not certain that I particularly like that, but we'll wait and see. Where was my last node? And I don't like this angle. No, that shouldn't be like that. That means my stitches are going to be all over the place. So, delete. Delete. Now see, this angle should be coming straight across from there. Delete. To line. That's got rid of that. There we go. I just moved that one down here. Now my dotted line is running straight across. Put my next one in here and then here. And you see my dotted line is falling straight across. And looking at this, I think I really do need to move this a little further in. So before I go any further and waste any more energy, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to pull this further to the inside. So I'll see you in the next video.